This is Knowledge Bowl on WREG News Channel 3, a test of education where local high school students can win college scholarships. Now, here's your host, meteorologist Jim Jaggers.
Good morning and welcome to this last game of round 2 of Knowledge Bowl. Next week we'll be into round 3, the Sweet 16 of Knowledge Bowl. We got two great teams this morning. The Arlington Tigers captain is Mia Palmer, who's a senior, joined by Garrett Eanes, who is a junior, Sarah Wong, who's a senior, and Cameron Allen, who's a senior. They are coached by Joel Wilhite. Ladies and gentlemen, the Tigers of Arlington High School. Taking on the Tigers are the Saints of Briarcrest Christian School, captained by Lawrence Sheaf, joined by Evelyn, who is a sophomore, by the way, Evelyn McGee, a junior, Justin Pay, who's a sophomore, and AJ Cash, who's also a sophomore. They are coached by Dr. LaWanda Sheaf. Ladies and gentlemen, the Saints of Briarcrest Christian School. Joining us, as always, my good friend and colleague, Dr. Richard Rana, University of Memphis. You used to work there, right? You were the Dean Emeritus. You are the Dean Emeritus. You're also the past president of Concerts International. That sounds like a heck of a business. Concerts like Justin Timberlake.
No.
No.
Oh, what's his name here?
Yeah.
I really was president of a organization that is really a very wonderful group that brings in some of the best chamber music that you'll find in this planet.
Well,
and often performs at the university.
And that's where I belong, in a chamber, myself. All right, students, we've got general knowledge questions, extra credit questions. We start off with this question on novel work. Which famous novel by James Joyce explores the life of Stephen Dedalus, who is actually not an artist? Go ahead, Mia.
Ulysses?
No, we'll turn it over to Briarcrest. Clear the boards, please. Clear the board. Clear. Thank you very much. Briarcrest. Portrait of the artist as a young man is the correct answer. Fitting. The Nike shoe brand is the name for what ancient Greek deity? Yes, go ahead, Cameron.
Victory
Is correct. Physics problem. If a 120-pound person is standing on a scale in an elevator that is accelerating upwards at 10 miles per hour, what will the scale read? Go ahead, Sarah.
0?
No. We'll turn it over to Briarcrest. I'm going to go ahead and give it to you. It's 110 pounds. I had a lot of difficulty with that question, too, as I do with most questions on Knowledge Bowl. Shift in focus. While his first book focused on a father-son relationship, whose second book focused on the women of Afghanistan in 1,000 Splendid Suns? Go ahead, Cameron.
1001 Nights.
No, we'll turn it over to Briarcrest. That would be Khalid Hosseini. Running for president, which member of the storied U.S. political dynasty announced in April 2023 his bid to challenge... Go ahead, Mia.
Kennedy?
Yeah, we'll take that. Robert F. Kennedy, bid to challenge incumbent President Biden for the 2024 Democratic presidential nomination. Ecosystems, which aquatic ecosystem is characterized by a mixture of fresh and salt water, such as estuaries. Mia?
Brackish?
No, we'll turn it over to Briarcrest. That would be a salt marsh. We were looking for the ecosystem, not the description of the water, but good guess. Ukraine war updates. Ukraine stated in March of 2023 that it had downed most of the Russian drones, cruise missiles, and hypersonic missiles in the latest airstrike onslaught against Kyiv and other cities, but acknowledged the attacks damaged a battery of what system? Yes, go ahead, Garrett.
Patriot missile system.
Key to its air defense system, Patriot system, is correct. Bodies of water. Which body of water, an extension of the Indian Ocean, is bordered by Yemen to the north and Somalia to the south? Go ahead, Mia.
The Bay of Bengal?
No, we'll turn it over to Briarcrest. Go ahead, Evelyn.
The Caspian Sea?
Actually, Gulf of Aden is the correct answer. World Heritage Sites. This is a two-sentence question. One UNESCO World Heritage Site in the U.S. is not actually one site, but 8 places scattered across the nation. They are grouped together as one to honor which pioneering architect who changed the face of his field at the end of the 19th century, well into the 20th century. Go ahead, Mia.
Frank Lloyd Wright?
Yes, that's correct. Here's an extra credit question worth 25 points. Record of travels. Who was the Italian explorer who traveled extensively through Asia and whose travels are documented in the book Il Meliani? Go ahead, AJ.
Magellan.
No, we'll turn it over to Arlington. Go ahead, Mia.
Marco Polo?
Yes, polo is correct. Common currency. What's the currency of the United Kingdom and its 9 territories? Go ahead, Garrett.
Pounds.
Pound or pound sterling. Calculating, you'll need your pencils and your papers that we provided for you. The formula G times mass 1 times mass 2 divided by distance squared calculates what force? Go ahead, Cameron.
Friction.
No, we'll turn it over to Briarcrest. Go ahead, Lawrence.
Velocity.
Actually, gravity is the correct answer. Finding the cause, another 2-sentence question. AI is being used in medicine in order to determine the cause of symptoms. What is the adjective used to describe this type of AI based upon the verb form of the word for determining medical causation? Go ahead, Garrett.
Dinos.
I'm sorry?
Dinos.
No, we'll turn it over to Briarcrest. It would be diagnostic. Disease is the next topic. What disease caused by the Yersinia pestis bacterium was responsible for the black... Yes, go ahead, Justin. No, I need your answer quicker than that. I'm sorry. Black Death in Europe, Arlington. Go ahead, Garrett.
Bubonic plague.
Doctor? Well, plague is what we're looking for. You gave us a little extra information. That's fine. Historic buy. Name the transaction that was a part of the expansion of the U.S. territory. Yes, go ahead, AJ.
Louisiana Purchase.
In 1803, you are correct. Function. The function of which U.S. branch of government is to impartially settle disputes. Go ahead, Mia.
The judicial?
Yes, disputes of the law, the judicial branch is correct. Computer language, the acronym HTML stands for what? Go ahead, Mia.
Hotmail?
No, we'll turn it over to Briarcrest. Well, give you a chance to answer. It's hypertext markup language. We'll be back with a pop quiz in just a moment on Knowledge Bowl.
Thanks for watching News Channel 3's Knowledge Bowl, proudly awarding scholarships to students for over 30 years.
As is our custom with the pop quiz, the team that has the least amount of points is going to be able to pick the topic that they prefer to pop quiz on. Lawrence, we have two, as always, categories. Lead singers. Name the band that the following people have made famous for being their lead singer. An example would be Adam Levine. The correct answer would be Maroon 5. Theme songs is the next one. Name the show that have the following theme songs. For instance, I would say I'll Be There For You, and you would say Friends. Which category would you prefer, Lawrence?
Lead singers.
Lead singers. All right. So we've got 10 lead singers. You're going to give me 10 bands and 10 points each, 100 points in 60 seconds. Are you ready? Good, Lawrence. Kurt Cobain.
Nirvana.
Freddie Mercury.
Queen.
Stevie Nicks.
Fleetwood Mac.
Fleetwood Mac.
Mick Jagger.
Pass.
Steven Tyler.
Pass.
Gwen Stefani.
Pass.
Bono.
Pass.
Dave Grohl.
The Foo Fighters.
That is correct. Haley Williams.
Pass.
Chris Martin.
Pass.
Okay, we're back to Mick Jagger. You must answer at this point. That would have been the Rolling Stones, but you did get 40 points. All right, Mia, we are on to theme songs. You'll be lucky that I've been instructed not to sing them, But we've got 10 theme songs, 10 shows that you would identify, 10 points each, 100 points. You ready? Good. All right. Thank you for being my friend.
Pass.
Everybody knows your name.
Cheers.
Come and knock on our door.
Pass.
Good old boys.
Pass.
Moving on up.
The Jeffersons.
Yes. Everywhere you look.
Full House.
Think.
Pass.
Best of both worlds.
Hannah Montana.
I don't want to wait.
Pass.
Hey, girl.
Pass.
All right, we are back to thank you for being my friend.
I think I go.
16, 15
The
seconds.
Muppets.
No, actually, it is the Golden Girls, but you did get 40 points, I believe, as well. So congratulations there. We're going to take time out to get to know our students a little bit. Arlington Tigers, Mia Palmer is our senior and our captain, concerned for the Environment Beta Club and playing the piano. You play the piano. How good?
I think I'm pretty good.
I bet you are. What's your favorite song?
I write my own music.
Oh, excellent.
yeah,
Even better.
so I can say that I'm good because
Yeah, I can say that too. Garrett Eanes, Garrett Eanes, correct, Garrett?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. You're a junior. Fishing, filmmaking, and American history. Where do you fish?
Anywhere.
Anywhere?
That's fish.
Okay. You're not going to reveal any secret spots, are you?
Oh, no.
Sarah Wong is a senior, cooking pasta, shopping, and into bowling team. Pasta, your favorite pasta, Sarah?
Just plain buttered pasta.
But my wife loves that too. Cameron Allen's a senior. Memphis Youth Symphony Orchestra into the high school band and semifinals and nationals. Memphis Youth Orchestra, what do you play? What instrument?
French horn.
French horn? Oh, excellent. Okay. And Gage Dyer is a sophomore learning about history, building scale models of World War II, tanks and planes. What part of history? I'm guessing World War II. Is that correct, Gage?
That is correct.
Okay, good. Our school coordinator is Joel Wilhite, and our principal is Shannon Abraham. Ladies and gentlemen, the Tigers of Arlington High School. From Briarcrest Christian School, the Saint Captain is Lawrence Sheaf. Lawrence is a sophomore working on the theater department, watching basketball and video games. And the hardest video game you've ever played, Lawrence, is?
Probably Fortnite.
Okay, all right. Evelyn McGee is a junior, theater, singing in school choirs, worship team, and riding horses. What you got a horse?
I have 8 horses.
8 horses. My goodness.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me what the favorite's name?
My favorite. Oh,
Yeah.
my favorite. Her name is Lily.
Okay, excellent. Justin Pay, sophomore, recreational basketball and football and video games. What league are you playing in, Justin?
Sir?
What league do you play in?
Just a church league.
Church league. Okay, I'm sorry. Thank you. AJ Cash, sophomore, into cooking, theater, and music. What kind of music you like, AJ?
Pop.
Pop music. All right. Ella Harris, junior, community service, painting, singing in choir, and the worship team. What kind of community service do you do, Ella?
I'm the food drive manager of the Wilson Society, and I'm a Girl Scout.
Excellent. Coordinator is Dr. LaWanda Sheaf, and our principal is Eric Sullivan, the Saints of Briarcrest Christian School. We'll be back with more Knowledge Bowl in just a moment.
Thanks for watching News Channel 3's Knowledge Bowl, proudly awarding scholarships to students for over 30 years. Thanks for watching News Channel 3's Knowledge Bowl, proudly awarding scholarships to students for over 30 years.
I'd like to thank our sponsors, CC Foundation, also R.S. Lewis and Sons Funeral Home, University of Memphis, and Le Bonheur. Please remember them. They are what makes Knowledge Bowl go. We've got our next question on movement to cities. Students, what is the term for the movement of people from rural areas to cities? Yes, Mia?
Urbanization?
Yes, that's correct. Improved versions. The SI unit of power was named for James Watt, a Scottish. Yes, Mia?
Joule.
I'm sorry?
Joule?
No, we'll finish the question now for Briarcrest, a Scottish engineer who contributed to the Industrial Revolution by developing an improved version of the device invented by Thomas Newcomen. What was the device? That would be a steam engine. Here's an extra credit question worth 25 points. User interaction. What user interface component of many devices, including smartphones, allows the user to interact directly with... Yes, go ahead, Sarah.
Touchscreen?
To input information without peripherals such as a mouse. Touchscreen is correct. Processes. What is the name for the process by which bacteria exchange genetic material through... Yes, go ahead, Justin.
Conjugation.
I'm sorry?
Conjugation.
You are correct. Through direct cell-to-cell conjugation. Hormones. What is the appetite-stimulating hormone mainly produced by the... Yes, go ahead, Justin.
Ghrelin.
Ghrelin is correct. It's produced by the stomach. Reptile reproduction. Fossils have shown that the ichthyosaurus did not lay eggs, but instead had young through which two-word... Yes, Cameron?
Sexual reproduction.
No, we can finish the question for Briarcrest through which two-word process? We were looking for live birth. Indigenous people. The Guarani are indigenous people of which nation nestled between Brazil, Bolivia, and Argentina? Go ahead, AJ.
Uruguay?
No, we'll turn it over to Arlington. Go ahead, Mia.
Colombia.
Actually, Paraguay. Below ground. What is the term for a natural underground cavity formed by the dissolution of soluble rock? Go ahead, Sarah.
Cave?
Cave or cavern, yes. Chemical compositions. What is the chemical composition of sulfur dioxide? Go ahead, AJ.
SO2.
SO2 is correct. Favorite son. Which citizen of the Cherokee Nation was an entertainer and humorist who earned the title of Oklahoma's favorite son? Go ahead, Garrett.
Tecumseh.
No, we'll turn it over to Briarcrest. That's a little bit before your time. His name is Will Rogers. Name the country known for its historic Colosseum and delicious pasta. Yes, go ahead, Evelyn.
Rome.
No, we can finish the question now for Arlington. Which European country hosts a Series A football league? Go ahead, Cameron.
Italy?
Italy is correct. Very good. The fall causes a rise. The fall of which city is often considered the beginning of the Renaissance? Go ahead, Mia.
Rome.
No, we'll turn it over to Briarcrest. Go ahead, Lawrence.
Constantinople?
Yes, correct. Here's an extra credit question worth 25 points. Topic is a first. It's a two-sentence question. With its name meaning fellow traveler, it was the first to be launched into space. What was its name? Go ahead, Garrett.
Sputnik.
Is correct. The same meaning, different feels. Two-sentence question again. A stress on the musical note or chord shares a name with a stress on a syllable or a letter in English. What is the word for that? Go ahead, Sarah.
Tension?
No, we'll turn it over to Briarcrest. Go ahead, Lawrence.
Accent?
Accent is correct. Very good. Asian nation. Which Central Asian country, the largest by land area, and yes, go ahead, Justin,
Kazakhstan.
is bordered by Russia, China, and Astana as its capital? Kazakhstan is correct. Duties of the court. What principle with a two-word name allows courts to review and yes, go ahead, Cameron.
Judicial review?
You are correct. To review and invalidate laws that violate the Constitution. Judicial review is correct. Changing speciality. Two-sentence question. Originally the Greek god of fertility, he ended up being the god of wine and festivity. Yes, Lawrence?
Dionysus?
That is correct. And vegetation, oddly enough, he was also the god of vegetation. Explorer. Which explorer alongside Robert E. Peary is credited with reaching the geographic North Pole in 1909? Go ahead. I'm sorry, Cameron?
Henry Hudson?
I'm sorry?
Henry Hudson?
No.
No, we'll turn it over to Briarcrest. His name is Matthew Henson. Dangerous activities. Despite the opposition from groups opposing both the human loss of blood and the animal cruelty, each year humans try to outrun... Go ahead, Evelyn.
Bullfighting?
No.
No, we're going to finish the question for Arlington. Each year humans try to outrun what animals in Pamplona, Spain, and other places? Mia?
Bulls.
I'm sorry?
Bulls.
Bulls is correct. Not the fighting, just the running against or racing. Well, work to be done. Two-sentence question. Due to damage already done, sea levels will continue to rise until at least 2050. It may slow after depending upon what humans decide to do about what emissions. Mia?
Carbon.
We're going to turn it over to Briarcrest. Justin?
Carbon dioxide.
No, greenhouse gases is what we were looking for. Poirot. Who is the creator of the famous fictional detective Hercule Poirot? Yes, Mia.
Agatha Christie.
And wrote novels like Orient Express. We'll be back with the final exam in just a moment. Final exam is all current events questions, so we take a different tone and a different opportunities presented to our students. We start off with this question. In mid-January, why was Perry, Iowa's Dan Marburger being honored as a hero when he died? Because he was confronted and delayed the Perry High School shooter and was shot. According to January 2024 report, United States air pollution in 2023 fell to its lowest point in 30 years because of what? Go ahead, Mia.
Reduced coal emissions.
That is correct. Closed coal-fired power plants and no new ones are coming online. In January 2024, what Florida panhandle city was severely damaged by a string of tornadoes? Go ahead, Cameron.
Destin.
No, we'll turn it over to Briarcrest. Go ahead, AJ.
Tampa.
Actually, Panama City. In mid-January 2024, what two members of the British royal family were hospitalized for surgery? Mia.
Kate and William.
No, we'll turn it over to Briarcrest. Go ahead, Evelyn.
Kate and Charlotte.
No, actually, King Charles and Princess of Wales, who was Catherine, named two of the airlines that in January 2024 flew almost all Boeing 737-9 MAX airplanes undergoing inspection. Evelyn?
Delta.
We're going to turn it over to Arlington. Go ahead, Garrett.
Delta and American.
Actually, Alaska and United is the correct answer. In January 2024, who surprised a congressional committee planning on recommending an indictment of Hunter Biden for not coming before the committee? Yes, Lawrence?
Donald Trump.
No. We'll turn it over to Arlington. Yes, Cameron?
Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Actually, Hunter Biden himself appeared before them. Imprisoned Russian democracy critic Alexei Navalny, after being missing for several weeks, appeared in January 2024 in a courtroom of what part of Russia? Go ahead, Mia.
Siberia.
Siberia is correct. In January 2024, NFL quarterback Aaron Rodgers was in a very public dispute over Epstein connections with what late-night television host? Go ahead, Mia.
Jimmy Kimmel.
You are correct. In January 2024 federal budget negotiations, the Republicans singled out cutting money from the IRS, which would result in fewer what? Go ahead, Mia.
Tax audits.
That is correct. In what college men's basketball team in January 2024 was the last undefeated team? Go ahead, Cameron.
Gonzaga.
No, we'll turn it over to Briarcrest. Go ahead, Lawrence.
Duke.
Actually, Houston. In mid-January 2024, Al-Shabaab rebels captured a United Nations helicopter in what nation? Go ahead, AJ.
Yemen.
No, we'll turn it over to Arlington. Go ahead, Mia.
Iran.
Actually, Somalia. In January 2024, it was reported that Billie Eilish, Dua Lipa, and Olivia Rodrigo would perform in what February 4th, 2024 event? I'm sorry, let's clear the board, please. Thank you. Cameron?
Grammys.
Grammys is correct. Very good. In January 2024, a number of deaths occurred because of avalanches, such as the one that happened at a ski resort near what lake that borders California and Nevada? Go ahead, Mia.
Lake Tahoe.
Lake Tahoe is correct. Prior to the January 2024 Iowa caucus debate, what Republican candidate dropped out? Go ahead, Cameron.
Vivek Ramaswamy.
I'm sorry?
Vivek Ramaswamy.
No, we'll turn it over to Briarcrest and finish the question, presidential campaign. Evelyn?
Ron DeSantis.
Actually, Chris Christie was the one. DeSantis was in the Iowa runoff. According to reports issued in January 2024, we'll have to hold that question for another final exam of Knowledge Bowl. We'll be back to finish up right after this. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think both teams came into this competition by beating their previous opponents by 170 points. So
That sounds right.
And it is interesting to see how the quality of questions gets harder and harder as we progress through the season.
We're more sadistic.
Yeah, we are. We're very cruel. But honestly, Saints, you did a wonderful job. I love your never give up attitude. You guys did a great job. Thank you so much for joining us. I believe you got a $500 scholarship to the University of Memphis. Our congratulations goes to the Tigers of Arlington Arlington, you are now at a $1,500 scholarship to the University of Memphis. In round 3, you'll be competing for a $1,500 scholarship to any college or university that you like, and that goes for every team member, including your alternate. Now, coming up next week on Knowledge Bowl,
We're going to have West Memphis against Houston.
All right.
In the 3rd round.
That's right, and that's where we're competing for to getting into the Final Four too as well.
Exactly.
So we'll be looking forward to seeing you next week on Knowledge Bowl.
Thanks for watching News Channel 3's Knowledge Bowl, proudly awarding scholarships to students for over 30 years.